Hello, I am going to upload the videos that I forgot to upload yesterday, by the way. Which were these. What did I dream of being when I grew up? And does it count? Make it count. I'm sending the stream to Discord. Hello, by the way. Hello. Okay. I guess it is, how do you say, not that loud, but here. Hi, just passing by. Hello. I'm alright. It's hot out here, so hot, I guess. Not very, how do you say, motivated or something like this. I had some other ideas for streams and all this, but yeah, I don't know, I don't feel like doing them. So I'm just doing, I guess, lame stuff like uploading videos that I recorded yesterday and those kind of things. By the way, I'm looking it up here on my whatever. I could end up easier doing like this probably. How are you? How's France in the summer? Yesterday was 30th of July. This one is 7 minutes and this one is 8 minutes. Yep, this one, these two. Bloop. And yeah, I don't know. Yesterday I did record these two videos because I did have like two ideas. They were these. What did I dream of being when I grew up? I'm not sure if I mentioned this on stream, but I wanted to talk about this. I didn't mention it actually. I wanted to talk about what, like I got the idea for the video, even though it's a lame idea, from a channel that got viral recently. It's a Spanish channel, well, a channel in Spanish, and it's like just a girl who was like my first video, and that video got like 50,000 views, no, like 500,000 views or something like that. And yeah, on her channel, she like uploaded 3 more videos or whatever, and she was like, yeah, answering questions, blah blah blah. And one of these questions that people asked her was like, what did you dream of being when you, or what do you dream of being when you grow up, or something like that. And yeah, found out that humidity is actually worse than hot temperature, like not just a feeling I had. Worse as in sensation, right? Yeah, if I recall correctly, it's like difficult, I don't know, something about sweat or something like that, if I recall correctly. Like when it's dry, you sweat and it works. But when it's wet or like humid, but I guess humidity, when it's humid, you sweat and it doesn't work. I think that is kind of more or less the gist of the issue. I'm doing fine. Yesterday was the hottest day so far. Why do you think she had so many views? Curious to know your thoughts. It's interesting. I don't. Let's see. Think. it's this one. And here, there are people like making videos about her, which is insane. And I have not watched any of these videos. She is not real. Her secret. Is she a man? How to start on YouTube? Think. First video. Think. Analyzing the channel. Blah 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 blah. It's insane. And yeah, her first video has like 300,000 views. I don't know. I could watch any of those videos, but to be honest, they're probably retarded. This video, like, what the fuck? I don't know. I've been seeing I wasn't surprised at that video working, because she probably watches other videos, other similar videos, right? I've seen like many of these types of videos of like my first video or something like this, and it works, one, because she's a girl and like she's cute and all of this, so people are kind of, it's like easier to click, in my opinion, right? But obviously that's not just it. It's probably because it's in Spanish and these kind of videos are less popular in Spanish, I guess. And just luck, I would say. Just luck. There's a thing called Humidex. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know, maybe it sounds like an incel type of take. I don't mean it in that way, right? I mean it in like, it's probably Humidex. Can I just look it up? Humidex. Humidex Madrid, let's say. I guess not. Oh, with the wet point or something like this. Dew point, sorry. Dew point and temperature. Oh shit, dangerous. That's crazy. And yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the Humidex graph, by the way, here on the second monitor. And yeah, back to her. I don't know. I think it does play a part, right? There are some channels from guys that are like, there is this genre of video of like complaining about your situation, right? And I've seen those, like, I'm with these titles of like, I'm 30 and I have no friends, or like, I'm ugly, my experience. These kind of videos, and those videos go viral. Some of those videos go viral, and it's interesting. And in those kind of videos, sometimes the fact that it is a girl makes like it's interesting for some people, but less interesting for others. I don't know. But in these types of videos that are like, it's like, this is a video basically saying, talking about her progress or something like this, right? She's starting out and she wants to document the process or something, basically like I did, more or less. And I get it. Appearance is a factor too. Being a woman on YouTube also makes this kind of content work a bit more, maybe. I think so. I'm not exactly sure why, to be honest. I think, like, I wouldn't have said that the YouTube audience is mostly guys, but I think it is, I guess, right? I don't know. It's difficult to say, because there are like many storytime type channels, and those channels seem to work for girls better, right? I don't know. I think like for girls as in the target of the video. But these videos, for example, I think they are not watched by girls. I'd be curious about her statistics. Also, in some kind of energetic way, I think the fact that she didn't, like, I think she was honest, right? In the fact that she didn't want that many views, right? Some people make videos that try to get views, right? And she, I think, didn't try to get views, right? That's in a sense why I think she got views. And she says it in her first, in this like week 1 video, thinking the whatever. In that video, she was like, I was pretty overwhelmed or whatever. Like, if I think about it, it would be overwhelming as fuck to get like so many views on a video, right? And also so many comments, and like some comments are kind of sketchy and all of this. She literally said on one of these videos something like, and guys, please don't simp. Like using the word simp. In Spanish, it's like using the verb simp. It's like simpear, I guess. In French, would be something similar, right? Simpear, I guess, something like that. Simper. Ne simpe pas. It was funny. I think also that I guess her attitude is kind of, I don't know, not like other girls or something like this, right? Her attitude is something like this, but she doesn't explicitly say it. If you say it, it's like you are labeled as a pick me or something like this. But if you don't say it, but your attitude is like that, it kind of shows, right? And people are drawn to it. It's like the manic pixie dream girl archetype, something like this, right? This kind of thing. Also the simp factor. Yeah. I sometimes feel like guys tend to lie to themselves a bit more because of unhealthy masculinity things. Maybe guys find themselves in women emotionally more than they would like to admit. Maybe guys find themselves in women emotionally more than they would like to admit. Yeah, probably. I don't know what I would say. This video basically, she says something like, welcome to my channel, I am going to document my progress, I've been thinking about blah blah blah, right? Those kind of things. And I yes, in that sense I would say it's true. I wouldn't know if, my guess, right, is that the simp factor is more relevant, right? Like people see this kind of young girl who is expressing this, yeah, because she's kind of emotional in a sense, right? She's sharing how she wants to get better at kind of public speaking, how she is not a very outwards person, something like this. I'm not sure if she says it like that, something like introverted or something like this. How she wants to get better at communicating and all this. And I think because of of that, plus the fact that she's kind of a girl and all of this and young, there are people who are kind of drawn to it and like protective, you could say, right? That they bring that kind of energy, right? It's like giving her advice in the comments, that kind of stuff. That was my perspective, right? But yeah, I could see also people being like, okay, yes, I have been there, right? I was also insecure about my blah blah blah, right? I also found it hard, that kind of thing. I could see it as well, dude. I personally watch it because I guess I would. The reasons why I would what I watch it would be like what you say. like I empathize with that, right? I empathize with what she's doing. I am doing literally doing the same thing because of the similar reasons, right? Not sure if the same reasons, but like very similar reasons to get better at sharing and all of this, right? In my case, the problem is that I think I wasn't only, like I said it in my video, like this video of the problem with the algorithm or something like this. In this one, my problem is that I trusted the algorithm. In that video, I think it's like my problem is that I was not just using YouTube as kind of a documentation space, and I had it more with faith of like YouTube will find people for me or something like this, right? YouTube will find whoever gives a fuck about this, and because YouTube didn't find anyone, I was like, fuck, it failed me. Right? And I think she had, I guess, more pure intentions, I guess. I think if you are sharing it, obviously it's like not exclusively pure intentions, I guess, right? It's like you kind of hope that people will see it in a way, right? But there are degrees to it. And I think I was maybe less focused on pure documentation, and she is more focused on pure documentation, I would say. So like she is kind of sharing, and the act of sharing itself makes you better at sharing, and she's focusing on that. Meanwhile, I was like, I wanted to partly share, partly get people who like to see what I share, that kind of things, right? I feel like men aren't interested in watching another man say these kind of things. Probably. I would say of these types of channels, the people I watch who upload these kind of videos similar to mine, I watch maybe 80% channels from women and maybe 20% channels from men. Okay, let's go to this. I find it hard to make content about content you're making. I don't find it hard in a difficulty sense. If you consider, like, without regard for the product, right? If I had the regard for the product, I would probably find it hard, right? If like I was like Casey Neistat, right, who had to make a 10-minute vlog about his day every day, that would be hard as fuck, right? So like that process becomes making a video about making a vlog many days, right? Because that is his day, especially at the end. At the beginning, he was building his company, but in my case, because I don't give a fuck, right? Because the stream is like 1 hour and a half minutes long, and it's just me, and I don't edit it afterwards. I'm like, I can just turn on the camera and be like, fuck it, and just like do the thing, right? File name. I put the file name here because sometimes I will upload something and forget when I recorded it, for example, yesterday. And sometimes it happens like I will upload it. I have a lot of drafts. So those drafts sitting there, if I end up publishing them someday, they will be published like 31st of August, 2024. And the video was recorded in January or something like that. That's why I put the file name in the description. What did I dream of being when I grew up? So the first time, what did I dream of being when I grew up? And yeah, this this is the video that I watched where her video, where the MThink girl was, I guess, an inspiration or something. It's this last one. I'm going to put in the description anyways. I think I don't mention it, but I got the idea of making this video after watching an MThink vid. Boop. What did I dream of being when I grew up? So the first thing I dreamed of was
What
being
camera are you
a
using,
running
by the
driver.
way?
I used to have a what the fuck? Let's see if I can show you. This camera. Does it have like the mirror feature or something? I don't know. It's called Sony. I can link you a video. Let's see.
Estamos en la reseña.
Continúa el canal. How do you manage the battery? It's plugged. It has like basically connected to the power. It's not a battery. It's called dummy battery. They are called dummy batteries. This video. Oops, sorry. This video. In this video, I explain everything. I'm using this camera with OBS. The camera is plugged in to power through this dummy battery. The camera is plugged into the computer through an HD camera through a capture card. They are called 10 euros in AliExpress or something like this, connected with an HDMI out cable, and the camera is kind of hacked to output clean HDMI, if I recall correctly. It has a hack. Like there is like a hack that you can do to the camera to install some software that makes it allows it to output clean HDMI. Clean HDMI is that when the video is coming out of the camera, it's the clean signal that the camera captures, because most cameras, well, not most, some cameras output a dirty HDMI, which is basically what you see on the screen of the camera, right? So like the camera with the like grid and with the fucking 1/30 exposure, battery percentage, all of this, right? And this camera is a cheap second hand, plus it has like a flip up screen, so I can see myself on the camera right there. And it was kind of like the cheapest camera that output clean HDMI. More or less, right? In HD, in high definition. So I bought it. It works. It's been working well. I bought it kind of sketchy. The guy had a strange surname. Basically, he was an immigrant from from I don't know, from a sub-Saharan country, based on name plus surname. And he asked for payment in like a strange way. Instead of like in the listed application, he asked for payment like half in like PayPal, half in like the other thing, something like that. No, he asked fully on PayPal, and I was like, "Can you do half and half, just in case?" And he was like, "Okay," and yeah, it was like the cheapest in Spain at that moment. So I got it, and the camera works well. It came with like an extra battery and everything. So yeah, it was sketchy, the process. I don't think the guy stole it or anything, like, because he's an immigrant, right? I think that most of the sketch part was because of the payment, and it probably was like because he wanted to send money to somewhere else or something like this, right? Rather than that he had stolen the camera or something. But yeah, it was strange. Also, his name was like Mohammed. Well, I'm not sure if I can say it. Mohammed Camera, which was interesting because he was selling a camera. So I was like, is this like a real surname, or is this like a new account? And then, for example, the account got taken down. So I'm like, sketchy, right? Sketchy thing. How did you accept? Because it was the cheapest in Spain, and I was like, fuck it. I mean, it wasn't that much cheaper. Let's say the most are around 200. Maybe this one was like 160 or something like this. So maybe I saved 40 euros or something like that, and maybe not even 40, and I saved just 30 because with shipping it ended up being like 170. I don't know. I don't remember. It's probably in the video. Yeah, he was called literally Mohammed Camera. And I think like I looked him up, and like he appeared in like immigration, in like official Spanish immigration type things, right? So I think he was like that was his like legit name. No, no, I didn't. He like it wasn't like Spanish things, or maybe it was. It wasn't official Spanish things, but it was like his high school registration information, right? And in like the province that where he lived based on the location of the camera and all this, and like his LinkedIn profile, and it was like literally his name, like Mohammed Camera. So I was like, okay, it's not a guy who wants to sell me a camera, therefore creates a new account. I don't know. It was like not fully my suspicion, but also, and like some trustworthy sources, right? But also a lot of sketchy operation. There was like a lot of sketchy operation. So yeah, it was, I guess, just a coincidence that the guy called Mohammed Camera was selling a camera, but the sketchy part was indeed sketchy, but not for the reasons I expected, right? I don't know. May he live a happy life. Yeah, I hope he lives a happy life. His LinkedIn was empty as fuck, though. He literally said like his LinkedIn was like empty, and like he had the high school where he was in or something, and he said something like student, right? Right? So I don't know if the LinkedIn was older or what. But yeah, I wish him the best. And the camera, like, I wonder if my experience with the camera would have been different if I used this camera for like vlogging outside or for recording other people and all this. Because it was kind of flimsy in some areas, right? The camera was not in perfect condition. Like, there are some, like, I don't know. Yeah, some flappy things that shouldn't be flappy, like the flash cover, that kind of thing is flappy. But because my camera is always in the same place and I basically don't move it, I think it worked out. I won't forget this is crazy. I can look him up. Oh, maybe it was camera. Okay, camera, because in Spanish, it's camera. There is literally another player. 24, 25. When is this guy? When did this guy get famous? I think he got famous after my thing because yes, carry to move around. Why are there so many? Yeah, Nouakchott. There are a lot of people. I think he was from the place all of these people called Mohamed Camera are. I think Camera must be like some. I think he was from Mali. Let's see. Can I just do ubicaciones? España. Nuestros resultados. Madrid. Bro, there are so many. I didn't know there were so many. His profile was something like this. Mohamed Camera, student, and I think he had a picture. And the picture checked out with the profile picture of the thing. Do I have it in my history? Only recent things are going to appear. Right? Yes, fuck. I find it very funny nonetheless. Yeah, it was funny to me, for sure. Let's say Banyoles. Was Mali one of the French countries? Like, do they speak French there? Camara. Maybe they actually pronounce it like Camara or something like this. He was in Catalonia, if I recall correctly. And yeah, I don't know. Lol. Mohamed Kamar. Mali, I think they do. Anyways. Hope he doesn't see this stream, just in case he finds it strange that I have been looking him up on something like this. But I feel like I made you drift away, your Starks. Nah, who cares? Hot Wheels car of a Subaru rally car, and yeah, I don't think I have it anymore. But maybe that was what inspired me. I used to play a lot with it. First I used dream, to race it, rally driver, cars at school and all this. It's this exact game, the El Mundo version. This was a series, a collection called Los Mejores Videojuegos del Mundo, the best games in the world. And Colin McRae 2.0 was one of the games that were included in the collection. And we got like 3 games out of the whole collection. Called Los Mejores Videojuegos del Mundo. I also played Colin McRae 2. Let's say 0025. Actually, let's do just 10. Whoop. 25. Colin McRae Rally 2.0. It's this exact game, the El Mundo version. This was a series, a collection called. I'm gonna go have a good time. And Colin McRae 2.0 was one of the games that see you. Thank you for being here. Out of the whole collection. Goodbye. And yeah, it was nice. I think of rally drivers specifically, and not Formula 1 driver, even though, for example, I also liked Ferrari and I liked Schumacher and all this. And I actually didn't know of any rally drivers, except maybe Colin McRae, which wasn't like a rally champion, if I recall correctly. Or maybe he won something, but he wasn't as known for his championships, if I recall correctly. for example, in Spain itself, we even have Sainz, who has 2 championships. Loeb, back in those days, already had like maybe 5 or so he was definitely the one dominating. Okay, this is from later, but Mäkinen had more, and he was from a little bit before, right? So Colin McRae was basically famous because of the game, in my opinion. He was not as famous as, and also because he died tragically, maybe. But he only has, in quotes, because it's still a big accomplishment, but he only has like 1 championship. Compared to Schumacher, who, for example, had like already 6 or 7 championships, right? And he was aware of it. Schumacher had 7 championships. Alonso had 2 world championships, right? Those kind of things, right? But I kind of felt like being a road driver, I would like it more. I don't think it had that much to do with racing with people, because I think, even though I played that game, I thought that driving with people, because I also played other games where you drive against people in rally. But I thought rallying seemed more fun, I guess. But I got convinced, I guess. I got talked out of wanting to be a road driver by my parents, I guess. Because my mom especially said that my eyes were not good enough for being a pilot or something like this, right? Like a driver, you could say, a professional racing driver. Probably bullshit, but yeah. We probably didn't have like, the money to join a rally driving school, if that even is a thing, right? So my next dream was to be a mechanical engineer. The money to join a rally driving school, if that even is a thing, right? 251. So my next dream was to be a mechanical engineer. I don't know exactly why I got this idea that I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. How's it going, Quadro? I'm just uploading videos and timestamping them. But I got on a tangent. I talked about like the story of me buying the camera. Like the camera I'm using. Yeah. Short story. Well, short sum up of the story. I bought it on like Wallapop from a guy called Mohamed Camera, which in Spanish means camera. So it was sketchy at first because of several reasons. That turned out to be not a reason, because I found him on some like LinkedIn profile. I found like his kind of registry in like the high school system in Spain. So I was like, oh, okay, this is a real name or something like this. But then it got sketchy again because of the payment way of asking for payment. He wanted to pay PayPal. I wasn't like, no, let's do half in PayPal, half in the other thing. And then when it arrived, like the camera arrived and it worked and all that, so that was fine. But then I looked him up, his profile up a couple of times after, and his profile had been banned. So it was strange in that sense. Why? Why my face? Could I put it as an emote here or what? I'm not sure if I can do it. But I guess I've always kind of liked how things work. And I don't think it was some kind of desire that got implanted into me externally. I think I genuinely wanted to be something like this, but out of some kind of theoretical draw towards these kind of things, right? I liked this type of images that showed you how the world works, especially how engines work. So I was like, okay, what is the person who makes the engines? Okay, let's look up the thread. No. X.com could make an interesting emoji. Or subscription title message. What do you mean by subscription title message? I think I could go back to putting like the fucking, how's it called? This back. Cool stuff. Oh, I know what I wanted to do today on stream. I wanted to make the English video of the ad. I did a thread of all the ads I see in 24 hours. I wanted to make an English video about that. I will do that the next day then. Let me put it on here. Control O, journal, August 8th, 1st. Okay. 24 hours ads. When someone subscribes, you get XXX subscribed. Ah, okay. I don't know how to do that. I think you have to have Streamlabs, which is a different program that they want to use for that. Maybe I could use it one day. I could do like Streamlabs is basically OBS, but with like a skin and a couple of things more. Lol, I thought about that. The randomest, most funniest, goofy ads that I see. I don't see that many funny ads, but I can tomorrow. If you're here tomorrow, you will see. Or if you're not here tomorrow, you will see it whenever I upload the video, which will probably be that same day or like the next day. So. But yeah, basically, I get a lot of ads if I'm using my phone. If I'm on my computer, I don't really get any ads except YouTube ads. Like YouTube sponsors, like some YouTube sponsors, right? Inside the videos. Because I have ad block everywhere, right? So, but on my phone, I get ads for like crypto shit, investing stuff, real estate investment shit. On my phone, I get ads for like basically people offering jobs, which is nice. And also, private jets for some reason, right? It's like the fucking most ridiculous shit ever. I get ads both for private jets, for like not buying them, but like yeah, for services of like renting them, and for jobs. It's like, bro, don't give me both things. Is that a Supra matcha tea or that green stuff? Nah, this is green tea with. It's this. Can you read it? Agua fría infusión, té verde maracuyá. It's like cold infusion, cold drink, green tea, and maracuyá. I don't know what maracuyá in Spanish, in English is. Maracuyá, English. Maracuyá, okay. Passion fruit. Sounds nice to test. Yeah, it's basically so I don't drink just literally water. But it doesn't have sugar and those things, so yeah, I was like, that's nice. It's a little bit bitter, but acceptable. And I like that maracuyá taste. Passion fruit taste. Twitter thread of cutouts. / mechanical things. No, in my family there's no like tradition of like working on cars or anything like this. So I guess I just gravitated towards the more design side of things, right? And I was like, fuck it, how do I design engines for cars? Right? It kind of is like the heart of the car, the part that gives the most soul to the car. Even now with electric cars and all this, I still think that the powertrain kind of is the magic of the car, right? And you could say the most interesting part in some sense. Even though I like suspension and all that, and those give a lot of character to the driving specifically, right? But those are things that I have learned with time. In my idea when I was like 17 was probably this one, right? I guess I like just mechanical engineering and all this. And I like other different cutouts of showing how things work and all that kind of stuff. Then after that, after my disillusionment with mechanical engineering that I talk about, I think, in this video, and my... Okay, actually, there are several videos in which I mention it, so I've linked these three in the description or in the cards above, maybe. Yeah, this playlist will be linked somewhere. And yeah, this is a... So I've linked this to talk about, I think, in this video. This video is 444. So, no, not to the power videos. 440. After giving up on my dreams. And then after that, after my disillusionment with mechanical engineering that I talk about, I think, in this video, and my... Okay, actually, there are several videos in which I mention it, so I've linked these three in the description or in the cards above, maybe. Yeah, this playlist will be linked somewhere. And yeah, this is a long video, 1 hour and a half, but I will link these two videos that are shorter, and I get more to the point. I think I will link this video at the end as well. In this video, I talk about why I gave up on my dreams or whatever, right? So yeah, so like my next things, I guess I talk a little bit about my disillusionment with my degree and all this. So I would say that I no longer have this kind of what do I want to be dream, right? My degree and all this. So I would say that I no longer have this kind of what do I want to be. 526 no longer have a what do I want to be dream, right? I still want things. I have a thread of my wanting things, and I think the closest thing to something I want to be is as in career. No, that was the one I wanted. I like shiny things and I'll marry you with paper rings. Oh, that's right. I can. I want to marry you and I'll marry you with paper rings. Oh, that's right. And I want with paper rings and shiny things. Oh, na 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 day with you, na 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 day with you. Dreary Mondays. You baby boy. Contenido del channel. Twitter thread of things I want is this. Having a small, maintainable collection of quick enjoyable cards with the digital component technically being a museum and using it as a hub for telling stories about cool automotive projects and owners, aka a digital collection and a media engine behind it to leverage it for online attention and to act as a little hub for telling stories about cars and the people behind them. That behind it to leverage it for telling stories about cool. Having a small things, and I think the closest thing to something I want to be is, as in career, is this. Having a small, maintainable collection of quick enjoyable cards with the digital component technically being a museum and using it as a hub for telling stories about cool automotive projects and owners, aka a digital collection and a media engine behind it to leverage it for online attention and to act as a little hub for telling stories about cars and the people behind them. That could be called a profession. So yes, that is probably something I want to do. But I no longer think of my life in general as career because I don't think that is like in
How
my
many
mind
tweets do you have overall, man?
something.
Let's check. Profile. 94,000. 100k soon. If I tweet about 30 a day, I think. A little bit less. 30 times. Let's say, how many do I need? 5,000. 5,000 times into 30. 160 days. So like next year, I will have by spring I will have probably gotten to 100k. Astrofar. Not something to be proud of. Oh my god, I am proud of it. Look at my LinkedIn, to be honest. LinkedIn. Can I put my profile in English? I know I have it in English, but I don't know how to set the language of this as English. Let's see. Anyways, you can see here. In my experience, I have social media writer and creator, more than 85,000 tweets, more than 100 videos on YouTube, more than 100,000 words on comments over 42,000 characters long, topics, blah, 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 blah. It's my LinkedIn, my real LinkedIn. And I don't, like, one thing I don't want to do is to change my LinkedIn back. I don't want to go back. I think it's a problem, so I don't know, maybe I will have to change it back, but well, now I put my name, so it's useless, but
or like why I make money other way, right? This is kind of a loss machine, basically. And
Oh,
everyone gives
good, man.
about the types of stories they want to tell, right? That is the problem about it. And I guess that is like the assumption on which I should start with and that I have learned by making my videos. Oh yeah, quick scroll is just like traveling. The rest of the things are places I want to visit or things I want to do, like more like one-time events that I want to experience, something like this, right? Going to the comedy cellar or like getting tickets to a Taylor Swift concert, that kind of stuff.
Hey, what's that search tool you got there for the videos? You mean this, the everything thing? This is called everything. It's like Windows search, but instead of taking 20,000 years to find something like this, for example, it searches online before searching on my files. For example, here it would take ages if I did this. See, it has blocked my computer already. If instead of that, it's like already indexed. It kind of indexes all your computer, creates some kind of file, and then when you have to find something, it finds it super quickly. It's very useful. See, for example, see, I have opened like Windows Explorer and it's taking ages and it hasn't found it. And it exists. It's on my computer, but it hasn't found it. So do you mean that, right?
Going to Bucky's. Yeah. So those were my those were the things I have wanted to be when I grew up. If you want to learn more about what happened and why did I stop wanting to be like pursuing the dream that I had when I was a kid, pay attention. Like, check out this video over here, probably there, and yeah, bye. Subscribe, I never say it, but if you like the video, like it. If you subscribe, if you want to subscribe and see more of the things that I have to say, which are basically talking about my life and all this, subscribe. And
yep, I definitely
also,
recommend it.
Leave a comment. I don't know. If you have reached this part of the video, basically the only comments I care about are from the people who reach this part of the video. If you have not watched a video, like, don't leave a comment. I don't want you to leave a comment. I wouldn't ever put an application like leave a comment in the middle of the video because what the fuck? No. Right? But if you have watched this video until the end, I probably do have an interest on what you have to say about it. Maybe leave like a comment on what you dreamed about being and what happened with that, or maybe just say your opinion on what my dreams were or were. I don't know. Like, what did I dream of being when I grew up?
Okay.
What did I dream of being when I grew up?
Now I want to put the fucking... Oh, I have to put the playlist. Scheiße. I'll put the playlist at the end, maybe. Pardon video. No. Videos. Sorry. Lista de reproducción. Bangkok con Restore to Human Life.
I probably do have an interest on what you have to say about it. Maybe leave like a comment on what you dreamed of being and what happened with that, or maybe just say your opinion on what my dreams were or whatever. I don't know. Bye.
Yeah, let's put all that for the default 20 seconds. Save. Actually, no. Let's just descartar. How do I discard this? Eliminar. Video. Selección video. Some career thoughts. What do you want to do? That can be. What did I want to be a mechanical? This one. Now, cards.
It had that much to do, and you could say the most in character to like just mechanical engineering and all of this. And I've always liked these kind of cutouts of showing how things work. Then after that, after my disillusionment with mechanical engineering that I talk
Video.
about, I think, in this video, and my... Okay, actually, there are several videos in which I mention it. So I've... linked these three in the description or in the cards above, maybe. Yeah, this playlist will be linked somewhere. And yeah, this is a long video, 1 hour and a half, but I will link these two videos that are shorter and I get more to the point. I think I long video, 1 hour and a half, but I will link these two videos that are shorter and I get more to the point. I think I will link this video at the end as well. In this video, I talk about why I gave up on my dreams or whatever, right? So yeah, like my next things, I guess I talk a little bit about my disillusionment with my degree and all this. So I would say that I no longer have this kind of what do I want to be dream, right? I still want things. I have a thread of my wanting things, and I think the closest thing to something I want to be is, as in career. Okay, done. Okay, go back and in paper rings. Oh, what I want. I wanna do the way we do. I wanna do
Yes.
Monday, baby boy. Okay, posting this to Twitter. What did I dream of being when I grew up? Bloop. Editar. Oops. How are you, by the way? Did I ask? What up? Blah, 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 blah. No, I didn't ask. How are you? How's it going? Baby boy. I want shiny things, but I want to do all day. That's right, baby, you're the one I want. Let's see which one of the playlists I like more. I don't like anyone. Okay, this one is called I'm a Bing Strike Through Chilling. Does it count? Make it count. I think I could use this thumbnail for this one.
I have some thumbnails where I'm with the book like this. Maybe I will take another thumbnail. Fuck it. Okay, OBS here. Let's do normal scene. Let's remove the background. Filter like that. Cerrar. Fake smile. Okay. Subir archivo. I'm going to edit it a little bit. Botón derecho. Editar with this. Paint 3D. Abrir. With this default Windows app. Something like this. Little bit of less contrast, little bit more exposure, little bit of brightness, little bit of less highlights, little bit of less shadows, no vignette. Well, there's no need to make it negative. Saturation, and especially the important thing is saturation a little bit of warmth, a little bit of tone. Fuck it, this works. Guardar como copia. JPEG, because the other ones are very heavy. Guardar. Cerrar. And JPEG. File name, boop. Maybe I should like literally just apply those same filters to this, right? Maybe I could literally do that. I could literally do filters. No, not this. It's to me. Filters instead of just chroma. Corrección de color. A little bit of saturation, a little bit of hue change. Maybe I'll make this is a little bit more, right? I don't know, maybe it looks ugly as fuck, but can't believe official kitchen nightmare chat I put this. Mi honesta reacción. It's good. Let's see. youtube.com/kitchen nightmares. Will it be like that? Kitchen nightmares. Yes, it is.
Voice.
The fucking... They hired a zoomer. Lol, this is a great find. literally stealing from my YouTube watchers tweet ideas. Mi honesta reacción. Dreary Mondays, baby boy. Let's see what the most popular videos are. I mean, getting over 79 million views is literally impossible. So 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 7 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago. 23 million, 2 years. Live horror reaction. Maybe I should. What is live X reaction? Let's make a scene for this, to be honest. Duplicate this one. Duplicate. Cancelar. Duplicate text small. Duplicate. Live Costco reaction. What? Doesn't show it. Where? Okay, it does it. That shows it. No, but I don't want this. Borrar. Eliminar. Sí. No, what did I do? Let's see if this is better. Fuck it, if it's Futura, I can simply do the text here. Let's see. No. I did it. Let's see. Okay, let's see this one. Yes, but I mean this thing. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it here. Look.
Actually, this is useful as well. Let's see. Group. See. No, what the fuck? Eliminar. Can I just save it? Save. Imágenes, mierda de internet. Nuevo carpeta. Ups. Cambiar nombre. Stream. Guardar. Live, Coscorro Drift, Reaction. Okay. I meant only this thing, right? This is the only the thing that I meant. I want to put that over me here. So for that I can just do, let's see, look at the process here. It has to be here in Fuentes, Texto, GDI plus, live, Coscore, reaction, adaptar. Texto, live, Coscore, reaction, fuente, futura. Color, it should be white, right? Right on red. Contorno, the block, aceptar. Wait, why doesn't it have I don't want text on that. I want text on the bottom, on the fondo, sorry. Alineamiento centrado, alineamiento centrado, aceptar. How does the meme look? Okay, I can see it here on stream. Let's see. Boop. Okay, it's a darker red. Let's see. Origen de color. What is this? Okay, perfect. And yes, accept. Let's put it below. I mean, doing it manually like this is a bit And yes, it's so bright red. That is true. Seleccionar color. Propiedades. Can I do like... Okay, yes, this is a colors checker. This one will do. It's good, it's good. It's so funny. Tucker is always angry, right? The leaf Tucker reaction. Okay, that was pretty funny. Now let's go back to the serious shit. No, that's just kidding. I think I may use this one as the default. It's pretty funny. Okay, what if I do this? Filtros, chroma. Wait, what background does Tucker have? Tucker Carlson. Tucker reaction. It's kind of the White House like that, right? So okay, that's like the Congress, I guess, right? Washington Congress. Let's put it on the thing I had before. WebP. Drop it here. It has to be probably here. Actually, put it here. And I have to do this. Perfect. I can do this. And now I can do this. Why can't I select both at the same time? Is there like a stop snapping to grid thing or something? Position. Okay, perfect. And I think I can actually put it a little bit down. Something like this, and something like this, maybe. No, not me. This, no, not this. Take care, man. See you tomorrow. I must see your recent thumbnail in your recent videos. It better be one of this one, lol. It would be funny. I like this one more, actually. Thank you for being here, by the way. I'm not sure if I said it. Okay, back to what we were doing. So, I got this title idea while reading this book. As you can see at the bottom, it says, if we try 10 experiments and none of them work, we have a choice. We can take it personally and think of ourselves as a failure or question our ability to solve the problem, or we can recognize that we've ruled out 10 ways that don't work, bringing us that much closer. I don't agree. There are 10 ways versus infinite. It can become like, if the problem is infinite, it's insignificant. Anyways. But I don't know, maybe it works for problems that are not infinite. And then there also is a line above that says, you work not as an evangelist, expecting miracles, but as a scientist, reading and adjusting and testing again, experimenting and building on the results. Faith is rewarded, perhaps even more than talent or ability. And the book is this one, by the way, the creative act, a way of being by Rick Rubin. And yeah, the problem with this is that everything, obviously, I think of as if it applied to me, right? So I wonder the question of the title. Does it count? So do my videos count? Do my videos count as
whatever I said here. Working as a development evangelist, or do my videos count as a scientist, testing and playing what works and adjusting? Am I adjusting enough? Am I testing but not adjusting? Am I hoping for, obviously, I think of as if it applied to me, right? So, is that I'm recruiting. And yeah. The problem with this is that everything, obviously, I think of as if it applied to me, right? So I wonder the question of the title. Does it count? So do my videos count? Do my videos count as whatever I said here? Working as a development evangelist, or do my videos count as a scientist, testing and trying what works and adjusting? Am I adjusting enough? Am I testing but not adjusting? Am I hoping for someone to get me views? As I said on my video that I will link above here called "My Problem is I Trusted the Algorithm." What does it count as testing and adjusting? Because I am actually making new videos every day about different topics that come to my mind. So in that sense, I am adjusting the topic. Or for example, something that I read, when we don't know yet when we don't yet know where we're going, we don't wait. We move forward in the dark. If nothing we attempt yields progress, we rely on belief and will. We may take several steps backward in the sequence to move ahead. I read this and I'm like, so true, but I don't know if I'm like so true, because I am. I don't know where I'm going, so I'm waiting. Therefore it hits and I'm like, okay, I should get moving. As you could maybe imagine by my recent video called 27 and nothing happens, that I will link above. Okay, this is the video that I have just mentioned, 27 and nothing changes. And the other video that I mentioned was this one. My problem is that I trusted the algorithm. So yeah, basically the point of the video is that I identify with both sides and I don't know exactly where to place whatever the fuck I'm doing, right? So I don't know if making all of these videos and all of this is waiting, or because I do feel stagnant in my life. Okay, I am waiting in a sense because there are no results, or as here called it, we move forward in the dark. If nothing we attempt yields progress, we rely on belief and will. We may take, or for example, something that I didn't read, when we don't know yet, like, so true, but I don't know if I'm like so true, because I am. I don't know where I'm going. So I don't know if I'm like so true, because we may take several steps backward in the sequence to move ahead. I read this and I'm like, so true, but I don't know if I'm like so true, because I am. I don't know where I'm going, so I'm waiting. Therefore it hits and I'm like, okay, I should get moving. As you could maybe imagine by my recent video called 27 and nothing happens, that I will link above. Okay, this is the video that I have just mentioned, 27 and nothing changes. And the other video that I mentioned was this one. My problem is that I trusted the algorithm. So yeah, basically the point of the video is that I identify with both sides and I don't know exactly where to place whatever the fuck I'm doing, right? So I don't know if making all of these videos and all of this is waiting or because I do feel stagnant in my life. Okay, I am waiting in a sense because there are no results coming my way. Okay, my conditions remain the same, so everything feels static. But I am doing things, right? And they are things that are maybe that look like a step backward because my conditions remain the same or even worse because my mental health is decreasing, my money account is decreasing, my parents' faith in me is probably decreasing as well, right? So yeah, it feels like I could see something applying in my situation, applying to like both ends of that sentence. And same with the evangelist experimenting example as I mentioned before, or yes, same with the taking intentionally as a failure because that is what I'm doing. But I become sad when if I make 170 videos or something like this, and the video that gets the most views is like 1,000, and I don't. It's not the kind of video that, and it's like 1,300 views that did not stay, basically, right? If I try 170 videos and and I don't retain a lot of people, and I don't retain the people, it means that it didn't work, right? So I give up and become sad and see myself as a failure, which I already do. But also, I keep testing possibilities, right? Which means I have not given up. I don't know. So basically, the title of the video, experimenting example as I mentioned before, situation applying to like both ends of that sentence, and same with the evangelist. Experimenting example as I mentioned before, or yes, same with the taking personally as a failure because that is what I'm doing. Right? I become sad when if I make 170 videos or something like this, and the video that gets the most views is like 1,000, and I don't. It's not the kind of video that, and I don't know, and it's like 1,300 views that did not stay, basically, right? It didn't work, right? So I give up and become sad and see myself as a failure, which I already do. But also, I keep testing possibilities, right? Which means I have not given up. I don't know. So basically, the title of the video, does it count? Make it count. My point is like, if I do this, right? If I wonder, the title of the video, I keep testing possibilities, right? Which means I have not given up. I don't know. So basically, the title of the video, does it count? Make it count. My point is like, if I do this, right? If I wonder, does it count? And then I count it, then it counts, right? It's basically that simple. If you're wondering, does it count? You can just be, fuck it, let's make it count, right? It's like I can be like, yes, this counts, right? So maybe it is kind of telling yourself that, yes, it counts. So it becomes like a part of your story, in inner story, right? It's like in my inner story, when I tell this story, if I'm successful in the future and I tell it, I will be like, yes, I was spending every day streaming, I showed up every day, blah, 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 blah. Like the people who say hard work, hard work, hard work, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like hard work. Like, you can, blah, 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 blah. Like the people who say hard work, hard work, hard work, and I tell it, I will be like, and I tell it, fuck it, let's make it count, right? It's like I can be like, yes, this counts, right? So maybe it is kind of telling yourself that, yes, it counts. So it becomes like a part of your story, in inner story, right? It's like in my inner story, when I tell this story, if I'm successful in the future and I tell it, I will be like, yes, I was spending every day streaming, I showed up every day, blah, 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 blah. Like the people who say hard work, hard work, hard work, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like hard work because it's just streaming. But in a sense, it is consistent and all this, right? I have uploaded 170 videos or something like this. Yes, they were not edited and they were like off-the-cuff videos with very little scripting, but I did them, right? I don't know. It is kind of, it's like, you can make yourself not count it, count them, or you can make yourself count them. So make them count. That is kind of my point, right? I don't know. Not sure if this video is any useful for anyone, but yeah, this is kind of what I thought while reading that excerpt of this. I was at the pool, I was chilling, I was basically with the wine. I was at that moment I was pretty chill. I was kind of mentally kind of chill. You could say basically zen in a way. I was kind of reading a bit anxious, you could say, in general because of life. But then after that I got sad again because my neighbor, like my friend's stepdad, told me that the cats I had a cat seated basically 2 days before died. Like one of them died. So that me that the cats like my friend's stepdad told me that a bit anxious, you could say, in general because of life. But a bit anxious, you could say, zen in a way. Kind of chill. I look basically zen in a way. I was at the pool, I was chill. But yeah, this video is any useful for anyone. But yeah, this is kind of what I thought while reading that excerpt of this. I was at the pool, I was chilling, I was basically with the wine. I was at that moment I was pretty chill. I was kind of mentally kind of chill. I look basically zen in a way. I was kind of reading a bit anxious, you could say, in general because of life. But then after that I got sad again because my neighbor, like my friend's stepdad, told me that the cats I had a cat seated basically 2 days before died. Like one of them died. So that made me quite sad. But yeah, but I mean I can't let that. I streamed things, right? I couldn't let that stop me. Anyways, that is why I wanted to say this video. If you want to check something out, I would recommend, I guess, this second video that I mentioned. The first video that I mentioned, sorry, my problem is that I trusted the algorithm. But there will probably be links to both in the description if you want to check the other one out, like 27 and nothing changes. You can watch any of the videos since they are relevant to this one. So yeah, bye. Does it count? Make it count. So I got have just mentioned 27 and nothing changes, and the other 27 and nothing happens that I will link above. I think we attempt yields progress. We rely on belief and will. We may take several steps backward in the sequence to move ahead. I read this and I'm like, so true, but I don't know if I'm like so true because I don't know where I'm going, so I'm waiting. Therefore, it hits, and I'm like, okay, I should get moving. As you could maybe imagine that my recent video called 27 and nothing happens, I will link above. Okay, this is the video that I have just mentioned, 27 and nothing changes. And the other video that I mentioned was this one, my problem. Or, for example, something that I read, does it count as testing and adjusting? Because I am actually making new videos every day about different topics that come to my mind. So in that sense, I am adjusting the topic. Or, for example, something that I read, when we don't know yet when we don't yet know where we're going, we don't wait. We move forward in the dark. If nothing we attempt yields progress, we rely on belief and will. We may take several steps backward in the sequence to move ahead. I read this and I'm like, so true. Adjusting. Am I hoping for someone to get me views? As I said on my video that I will link above here called "My Problem Is." To give me views, as I said on my video that I will link above here called "My Problem Is I Trusted the Algorithm." What does it count? I read this and I'm like, so true, but I don't know if I'm like so true, because I am. Therefore, it hits and I'm like, okay, I should get moving. As you could maybe imagine by my recent video called 27 and Nothing Happens, that I will link above. Okay, this is the video that I have just mentioned, called 27 and Nothing Happens, that I will link above. Okay, this is the video that I have just mentioned, 27 and Nothing Changes. And the other know exactly where to place whatever the fuck I'm doing, right? So I don't know if making all of these videos and all of this is waiting or as I said on my video that I will link above here called "My Problem Is I Trusted the Algorithm." What does it count? 27. So we don't wait. We move forward in that video called 27 and Nothing Happens, that I will link above. And video called 27 and Nothing Happens, that I will link above. Okay, this is the video that I have just mentioned, 27 and Nothing Changes. And the other video that I mentioned was this one. My problem is that I trusted the algorithm. So yeah, basically the point of the video is that I identify with both sides and I don't know. If you want to check the other one out, like 27 and Nothing Changes, we links to both. But there will probably to check something out. I would recommend, I guess, this second video that I mentioned. The first video that I mentioned, sorry, my problem is that I trusted the algorithm. But there will probably be links to both in the description if you want to check the other one out, like 27 and Nothing Changes. You can watch any of those videos since they are relevant to this one.
Okay, not sure if there is someone here, but if there is someone here and I haven't paid attention to you, sorry. Okay, no one here, so no problem. Goodbye. I'm ending stream. Thank you to the 2 people who were here. Bye.